Hi Aquarius, welcome to Tarotpy with Rex. I hope you had a great week last week and I'm excited to see what's going on for you this week. Friendships, community, people, social gatherings. Maybe you're busy surrounding yourself with people that you love. Maybe attending a lot of social events this week. Making new friendships. Wow, the Fool and Knight of Wands. You're just enjoying this new energy. You're kind of feeling adventurous and rebellious. It's like you've got this new zest for life that you haven't had in a very long time, and it's very refreshing. And we got this Devil energy with the Eight of Cups. Yep, you're walking away from everything that no longer serves you. Ooh. Okay, let's get started, shall we, Aquarius? Well, let me shuffle that last bit. Okay, there we go. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. Ten of Cups. Three of Wands. The Lovers. Okay. King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. The Tower. The Magician. The Eight of Wands. Three of Pentacles. King of Wands. Five of Swords. Alright, Aquarius. So, in your current environment, you have the Ten of Cups. It tells me that you are things are going really good. It seems like you found your tribe that you can enjoy domesticated life with. You're doing your day-to-day thing. You're finding joy each day. You're finding happiness. Which is a great thing. In your obstacles, you have the Three of Wands. It looks like you're having a hard time seeing where it's all going, though. You're having fun and it's all fun and fine, but you're like having a hard time seeing the end of it. Like, where is it going? Where is this going to end up, right? You're having a hard time. Like, everything's going really great and you're just enjoying the ride at the time, but you're not, like, you're long term, you're having a hard time picturing the long term in this. What's going to happen? Best case scenario, the Lovers. That's a soulmate. That's a connection that's at the soul level, right? Lovers is all about the perfect union or partnerships or major choices. It can be you found somebody or something that fulfills you, right? Kindred spirits. It's like totally fulfilled on a soul level. And what you can use is the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So you are trying not to be emotional about this. You're trying to use your mental, like, you're trying to be calculated about the risks that you're willing to take and how everything's working. And I'm not gonna react to this situation emotionally. I'm just trying to be logical about this situation. You're trying to be calculated. I want to say cold and calculated, but not necessarily. You're trying to do what's right for everybody involved, and you're not leading with your emotions. The King of Swords is all about intellectual integrity, clear thinking, being disciplined and strict, and not just giving into that wishy-washiness of your heart sometimes, which we like to do. And the Ace of Swords is all about clarity and power and victory and breakthrough, new ideas, vision. So yeah, that you can use all of that. What's just passed, there's been a tower moment. A truth has been revealed to you that's kind of made all this happen, right? That's put these cards into motion. You've learned the truth about something that it's kind of shaking your reality a bit, and it's got you thinking long term about certain things. What's coming? The Magician. So the Magician is all about, you have everything you need to make you happy. It's all about alchemizing what it is you want. You have the ability to make this situation or this relationship or this career or this whatever it is that you're dealing with, you can manipulate it however you want. You can alchemize the situation to whatever looks right for you. It doesn't have to look right for everybody else, whatever works for you, and you have everything you need to do that. It looks like the ball is completely in your court on this one, and you have total control and power over what it looks like. What's it gonna look like? What recipe are you going to use for your happiness? Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is your happiness. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks that it should look like. It only matters what's important to you, and what does happy look like to you, because it's not the same for everybody. Your attitude is things are moving really fast, faster than you expected, and it's taking you off guard. 8 of Wands can also be about travel, but it's definitely about change and movement and speed and progress and sudden changes. And there's some excitement about this change. I don't think that you're upset about it. I think it's just kind of taking you off guard, faster than you're used to. What people think is the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is all about teamwork makes the dream work. So I think this ties back in with whatever your happy looks like to you, right? It's not about what works for your team, right? It's not going to be the same for everybody. People want different things, and so you have to just kind of decide what's going to work for you and yours and go with that. And I think people around you see that you're definitely trying to be a team player. You're trying to take into account everybody on the team so that you can make the best choice, decision possible for this circumstance. In your hopes and fears is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, I love him. He's very daring and bold and brave, and he's just not afraid to do whatever he needs to do to attain the results that he wants. He's very bold and daring, and he has a vision. He's a leader, and he's taking control, and he's very bold about what he wants. And you know, this is in your hopes and fears. So either you're hoping that you can be bold and daring, and maybe you're a little insecure about, you don't want to hurt anybody in the situation. You don't want to, no matter what the situation is, you don't want anybody to get hurt. So it's hard sometimes to have to be bold and just take that risk on, like, well, this is how I'm feeling, and being honest about it, right? And is everybody going to be okay with these decisions that I make? Again, I'll say that it's important. Most important is your happiness, and if your happiness is considering other people, then whatever that whatever that looks like to you. In your outcome, you have the 5 of Swords. So it looks like you're in your head a lot about this. You could be making a mountain out of a molehill, right? It's all about like stress or maybe some tension, but this is in your head though. This isn't with another person. This is, you're causing this inside yourself. It's kind of stressing you out because you don't know what the right decision is. So it looks like it's kind of stressing you out, and there's some tension in your body, in your head, in your mind, because you just don't know which way to go. So let's pull some clarifiers and see what else we can get. What other kind of messages we can get here? Aquarius. Ace of Cups. You are so happy right now. You're like, emotionally, your cup is overflowing, right? You're having an emotional awakening, spirituality, like intuition, love, creativity. Like, you are seeing life through this new lens that you haven't seen it before, maybe ever. And the King of Cups just flew out. Sorry, I'm dropping them. King of Cups is all about, even though you're overflowing with like all of this, you're trying to keep it together and control your emotions and trying to remain emotionally balanced and make sure that your emotions aren't overtaking what's right for you to do in this situation. So let's see what else we got here. There's nothing wrong with playing it cool, Aquarius. Even if you're freaking out. Alright, so in your obstacles, the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands on the 3 of Wands. 7 of Wands is all about like competition or perseverance, defending yourself and protecting your energy. So you're having a hard time, like, I feel like, in seeing where, like, you want a crystal ball. You wish you had a crystal ball to see what's going to happen in the future, because you just can't, you just don't know. You're scared. It looks like you just don't know what to do, but you're having a hard time defending yourself because this idea seems like a good idea and everybody around you sees all the potential, but you're scared. You're scared to make that jump because you want to make sure that it's the right thing for you. You just don't want to make the wrong decision. But when people are like, but what are your reasons? You just don't have any reasons. It's just like this thing inside of you. And I would say it's from past trauma. It's not like, it's something about your past. Your past is bringing up these old feelings and you're just scared to repeat the past. Absolutely, I get that. But you have to remember that you're a new person. This is a new day. We have the Queen of Pentacles sticking out there. We'll just put her to the side. Queen of Pentacles is all about being motherly and generous to yourself. You know, she's very nurturing and very down to earth. And sometimes you have to be that way with yourself. Be your own mother. Nurture your own wounds and care for those wounds so that you can move forward in life. Best case scenario on the Lovers, 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is all about balance and adaptability and resourcefulness and flexibility and stretching your resources. In finding this perfect union, this perfect relationship, this perfect job. It's something it's satisfying you on a soul level. You're just trying to find out how you can balance it. How can I juggle all these things in my life and still be happy and still maintain my responsibilities or whatever it is that that's making you question the next step, because you're very considerate about whatever it is you have going on in your life. You're very considerate about that and your happiness, and you just want to make it all work. You're just trying to figure out how to make it all work. What you can use on the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords is the 9 of Pentacles, which tells me the 9 of Pentacles is all about like rewarded efforts and success and luxury and achievement and material security. You've come so far in this life from where you once were to where you are now. I would say within the past 5 years, your life looks completely different than it once did. Your feelings, you're just a completely different person. I don't know if you people from 5 years ago would even recognize you today because of how different you are. And so I would say to not to be cognizant of that, be aware of how different you are and how different things are in this situation is. And although you're trying to play it cool, I see that. Don't forget to enjoy the success and the happiness and how far you've come and how amazing things are right now, because it's all about the now, right? It's not about yesterday and it's not about tomorrow. Everything that happens to us right now. And so we need to be present in this moment while we look for clarity, while we try to keep our emotions in check. But don't forget to enjoy yourself. Don't forget to be happy as well. Don't let it stress you out too much. What just passed on the Tower is the Moon. Okay, so the Tower again it's a big truth. It's like a big unexpected change, or it's a big truth. You found out something changed, right? It's a big change though. It's something that could potentially be life altering. And then you have the Moon on the Tower, which tells me, so this goes back to not having all the facts. What's just passed? I think it's because you can't see the future. You don't know the right thing to do. Like, you know what your heart is saying. You know how you feel, but you're not trying to give in to your feelings. You're trying to be more logical and more practical about it. But not everything in life is logical. Sorry, but it's not. On your what's coming on the Magician is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, again, he's bold, he's daring. So I would say the card just saying that be bold and be daring in whatever it is that you want, and be specific, and don't be afraid to be very specific about what you are willing and what you are not willing to do. Alchemize that. Like, not everybody has the same goal in mind. Not everybody is going for the same thing. So the recipe that's going to make you happy isn't necessarily the recipe that's going to make anybody else happy. But you're in control in this situation. You have the power right now to alchemize this situation into whatever you want it to look like. You just have to be bold and be daring and be brave and be not afraid to choose you for once. Choose what you need for once. Consider your responsibilities. Consider others around you if that's what makes you happy, but be bold and kind of almost be selfish a little bit, and like, I need it to look like this. And the more daring you are to ask for exactly what you need, you're going to get it. You'll get whatever you ask for. Your attitude on the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords. So things are moving quickly, but they seem to be moving in the right direction. Like, this is Six of Swords is all about moving on from, like the waters were really rocky and there was so much turmoil. It's a transition. It's moving in a better direction. You're leaving all that crap behind. This mother and son, or mother and daughter, they didn't even pack their bags. They were just like, we are out of here, and they are headed for calmer shores and a big mansion on the hill, and they're not even looking back or considering what once was. Your attitude on the Three of Pentacles, the Chariot. Again, you're in control, and people see that. So your tribe around you, your team around you, they're leaving it up to you to take the reins on this. And I know that can feel like a lot of weight on your shoulders because you don't want to mess it up for everybody. But at this time, I feel like it's really about you and your happiness, and you nurturing your happiness for once. Like, you've sacrificed so much and you've come so far and you've grown and changed and done the work, and you deserve the reward. Love it, Aquarius. Love it. Yep, there it is. Hopes and fears. The Six of Pentacles on the King of Wands. So the Six of Pentacles is all about having your energy matched. It's all about generosity and charity and support and material help and gratitude and giving. I just think that you want what you give, right? You just finally want somebody to match that energy, whether it be a person, a job, a friend. Like, you're just at a place in your life where you're daring to be happy and you're daring to walk your truth. Like I always say, you're daring to walk your truth and find your voice and sing your song. You're daring to do something you've never done before, and you're going to see the most amazing results from it. And in your outcome on the Five of Swords, you've got the Eight of Cups. Okay, so Eight of Cups is looking for something, it's abandoning and letting go and searching for the truth, and you're going to be leaving something behind, and it could be leaving behind all this negative talk in your head as to why this shouldn't happen and why all the stinking thinking, right? Eight of Swords, he knows he has all this, but he knows that he's headed for something even better, and he's willing to walk away and go get whatever it is that's going to make him happy, because he knows there's better things out there for him. He knows that. So he's willing to do what it takes. Walk away. I'm afraid if I do this, I'm going to be losing all this, and I worked so hard to get this. Like, he doesn't care. He is done with the past, and he's moving on to the future. All right, Aquarius, very exciting. So those are your messages this week. Until next week, tell your truth, find your voice, and sing your song. God bless.